What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including where is this missing WWE star? WWE is teasing a major return, a positive update on Seth Rollins, did a WWE tag team break up, Torrie Wilson becomes a mother at 50, congrats to TNA star Indi Hartwell, the truth behind Goldberg's walkout, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now let's do the intro and get straight into our first story. Now first story looks at where is this missing WWE star? And our top story today asks, where is this certain missing WWE star? When Tony D'Angelo was written off NXT, it was a given that he was main roster bound. In fact, this was widely reported and he was even rumored to debut as a member of the Vision faction at one stage, with some predicting that he was going to make his main roster debut at Clash in Paris. In the latest update when it comes to Tony D'Angelo, it turns out that he is resurfaced at the WWE Performance Center. As Fightful Select reports, Tony D has been out of action and we haven't heard much of an update on him coming back of late. However, there was a slight development. Fightful Select has been following up with NXT staff and talent for months, and we're told that if he's been at the WWE Performance Center, they haven't seen him. That changed this past week as Tony was backstage at the NXT show in Orlando on November 11th. But this is where things get a little weird, as it's also been reported that he wasn't there to wrestle or film content, meaning a lot of question marks are being raised regarding his appearance and his WWE status. It was claimed he wasn't dressed to train or to film anything. Very little additional detail was provided outside of it being a rarity to see him these days, and that people were happy to see him there. Tony D remains under contract to WWE. There is now significant concern from fans that WWE has no concrete plans for him. Bringing a talent into the WWE PC and not requiring them to wear suitable clothing to wrestle in is puzzling, and it's entirely possible he was there for a meeting of some kind. How D'Angelo has gone from being rumored for a Vision slot to being off TV completely reflects the nature of WWE right now, and hopefully D'Angelo isn't injured. He last wrestled back in July, which means he's missed almost half a year of action. Next up, WWE teasing a major return. A Raw General Manager Adam Pearce took to X last night to promote tonight's edition of Monday Night Raw live from Madison Square Garden. Pearce would discuss Solo Sikoa's match in the John Cena tournament, and this is when Pearce would reveal that fans have a ton of theories for Sikoa's opponent, but all of them are wrong. Seeing as fans have predicted virtually every name under the sun, including Max Moon, this surely means that WWE has a major surprise in store, right? But who could this possibly be? Well, let's look at the logical options. The first being Roman Reigns. Reigns has established bad blood with Solo Sikoa. Additionally, Reigns' status for War Games is up in the air, as it's been widely reported that Reigns and John Cena won't be involved in the annual matchup. Reigns vs Cena as Cena's final match is kind of fitting, especially with Cena labeling Reigns as the new GOAT in various interviews. But what about Edge? Whilst extremely unlikely due to Edge/Adam Copeland being under AEW contract, the fact that Pearce said nobody has managed to predict the opponent certainly opens a door for a name nobody has suggested as of late. What's interesting is that Fightful Select Sean Ross Sapp also doesn't believe it to be Joe Hendry, which was probably one of the more obvious surprises. So if it isn't Joe Hendry, who could it be? WWE have been keen to promote the history of the Cena and Edge feud, as it would even post a compilation video of their epic rivalry to their WWE Vault YouTube channel. But we guess that's intentional for WWE to get the pot stirring. The other is Chris Jericho, as a lot of fans are now convinced that the mystery opponent is Jericho himself. Jericho is no doubt WWE bound, however it's believed that his AEW contract doesn't expire until December. But what about Austin Theory? The usage of the word theories is rather interesting. Austin Theory has been set to return to WWE TV for some time now, and he was even rumored to join the Vision for War Games. With just 2 weeks left until War Games, does WWE have enough time to rebuild Theory for this kind of role? Returning Theory as a babyface against Sikoa could be the way to go, as Theory has a ton of lore with Cena, and Theory trying to reach the top of WWE once again could make for a compelling storyline. There's also various TNA stars, as due to WWE's positive working relationship with TNA, we can't rule out TNA names such as Nick Nemeth aka Dolph Ziggler, or even possibly the legendary and timeless Jeff Hardy. But there's also Uncle Howdy, as on SmackDown last week, Uncle Howdy was seen in the background during a segment with Sikoa. WWE has been teasing the Wyatt Six and the MFTs coming to blows for a long time now, and Howdy defeated Sikoa acts as the first act in their upcoming rivalry. Whilst Howdy entering the tournament would create an insane visual, it does make sense, especially due to the history between Bray Wyatt and John Cena. Now we know we're looking into all these theories that could be a possibility, however this could be all for nothing and they just bring out Jimmy Uso. Next up, a WWE star teases retirement. Speaking of the John Cena tournament, Javon Evans has been heavily promoting the tournament via various media interviews. In one interview with Yahoo Sports, he discussed his potential retirement. In the interview, Evans would joke that wrestling Cena in his final match would be such a big deal that he may just retire alongside him. "I'm so blessed to be in this position and have this opportunity. There's a picture of my first WWE event. I'm wearing John Cena's headband and wrist joints. This is insane. Bro, honestly, if that happened, I'd probably retire with him. What can I do, man? I had Cena's last match. You know what? Cena, you have my last match too." Obviously, Evans' comments are tongue-in-cheek here, but he is without a doubt hyping up the match as much as he can. Some fans have been pushing Evans to secure the win over Gunther in the tournament. This rationale comes from the urge for WWE to push new, young, fresh talent, and with Evans being one of the youngest names on the entire roster at just 21 years old, you'd be a solid pick. But it doesn't appear that WWE has plans to make Evans the one to challenge Cena at this stage. The latest reports on the victor of the tournament stated that the ring general was going to come out victorious, but WWE is a company where creative pivots are commonplace, so we can't rule out anyone at this stage. Next up, a positive update on Seth Rollins. A former WWE World Champion, Seth Rollins, is set to miss a considerable amount of time due to a serious injury. We know that Rollins successfully underwent surgery on his shoulder and the current time frame for his return is unknown, but some reports speculate that Rollins could be back just after WrestleMania. In a positive update when it comes to Rollins, he and Becky Lynch were pictured with Stone Cold Steve Austin this weekend, and Rollins is officially out of the sling. This is fantastic news, and this certainly implies that Rollins' recovery is going well. Rollins has made a habit of quickly healing from injuries over the past few years, so it wouldn't come as too much of a surprise to see Rollins return at WrestleMania in some capacity. Prior to the injury, it was reported that WWE were planning on Rollins vs Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Naturally, due to Rollins' injury, these plans are off the table now. It'll be interesting to see how WWE handles the injury, as they will want a concrete program for Reigns at WrestleMania. But if Rollins is potentially going to be ready in time, this throws a spanner in the works. One sensible option would be to have Reigns vs Braun Breaker, and Rollins could easily interfere in the match. Rollins has history with both men, so WWE could create an exciting narrative where fans don't know who Rollins is going to side with. Next up, did a WWE tag team break up? There was a ton of confusion on social media yesterday after fans began to speculate that the Street Profits had officially broken up. Montez Ford posted his daily "God is good" tweet, and for whatever reason, Angelo Dawkins followed this up by saying, "Nah." And fans are questioning why Dawkins replied in this way, as it certainly implies that there are issues between the two. WWE did tease a breakup between the two on TV, but this was ultimately dropped, and it looks like WWE have zero interest in giving the two runs as distinct singles acts. Is it possible that the two are working their own angle? Well, it's certainly possible. Their TV time of late has been limited, and with SmackDown going 3 hours in January, they may have given them the green light to tease the angle via social media. Next up, Torrie Wilson becomes a mother at 50. As major congratulations are in order for WWE Hall of Famer Torrie Wilson. Wilson revealed on social media that she's now a new mother via surrogate. Poppy Wilson Tupper was born via Angel surrogate a few months ago. I wasn't sure if mommy was going to be in the cards for me. As I write this, I'm filled with emotion and gratitude. I feel like I slid onto the subway train just as the doors were closing. Thank you for making my dream come true. And numerous wrestlers, past and present, including Stacy Keibler and Nikki Bella, have offered their warm wishes on the post itself. Next up, congratulations to TNA star Indi Hartwell. A TNA knockout Indi Hartwell has now announced her engagement. And no, it's not to Dexter Lumis. She revealed the news on social media, posting photos of the engagement ring alongside the caption "It's giving forever" and tagging in her fiancé, also thanking the dating app Hinge. The announcement was met with a flood of congratulations from fellow wrestlers including Taya Valkyria, Casey Catanzaro, Priscilla Kelly, Shane Hayes and Elena Black. We're wishing the couple all the best. And finally, the truth behind Goldberg's walkout. Now, final story today takes a look at the truth behind Goldberg's supposed walkout. Over the weekend, it was reported that wrestling legend Goldberg didn't fulfill his commitments at a fan signing, and he proceeded to walk out of a pre-booked event. However, there's a lot more to this story. A Facebook argument has broken out between the man who ran the event itself and fans, and according to the man who was behind the event, the specific company that called out Goldberg wasn't contracted for Goldberg to sign autographs. He signed for the fans for 5 hours straight. Ken, owner of K&S Wrestling, wasn't guaranteed anything. I told him if we had time, we would get your items done. You shouldn't be posting this all over like the victim. This was my deal and my customers come first. Shouldn't take mail order from all of you not knowing if it was going to get done. This is an incredibly messy situation, and K&S Wrestling clearly rushed to social media without providing the full picture to fans. When wrestlers, particularly top stars, attend conventions and Comic Cons, they usually have various contracts and commitments at play, but if that wrestler doesn't have a signed contract for one specific party, they're under no obligation to fulfill any duties. Goldberg has yet to publicly respond to the comments via K&S Wrestling, however, due to how damning the comments were, a statement would probably be in the Hall of Famer's best interest. But there you have it folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.